Hello my lovely Padawans, and welcome to all of you Yu-Gi-Oh fans. Today, this video is going to be a bit more different than the usual things I'm uploading, since it's not going to be a set deck profile or a set deck battle, but instead it's going to be showcasing a deck that our Zim, aka Lucas, found on the internets, the interwebs, and he decided it was fun. And first off, he played against me with it, destroyed me utterly, because he got a nice star in hand, and then he shared it with me, and then I said, and I really liked the deck. It's a fun deck. It's a burn deck, as you might have noticed from the video description, in the title. It's one of those decks that if you don't open properly, there's just a 2-card combo that you need to get. So if you don't open these 2 cards, you will do nothing. But when you do open with them, it's really fun, and it can do crazy things against even meta decks, as you will see in in all of the replays that I'm going to show you. But first, let's have a little profile. Whoop, not this. What am I doing? Let's have a little profile first. So this is the deck. It's called Flaming Skies. Of course, I'm gonna say again, I did not name it. Though the only change that I've made to the deck so far is just adding these 6 cards. Simply because I didn't like the extra deck having 9 cards. Instead, I just made it 15. Just, they're just placeholders. There is no way you can summon these. Well, actually, there is a way, because this one is for 3 level 1s and this is 2 level 1 monsters, and there is Battle Fader in this deck, but it's not the purpose of this deck. Anyway, so the main deck is pretty much, it's all fodder for fusion summoning and massive draw power and a bit of protection. So 3 copies of Destiny Hero Dogma. It's there because you need it, right? Because it's a Destiny Hero Dogma, because you need it to fusion summon the Destiny and Dragon. So 3 copies of Destiny Hero Dogma, 3 copies of Lava Golem to get rid of annoying shits like Zodiac fuckers or whatever, man. Like any 2 annoying monsters, you can just sacrifice them. On your opponent's monster field, you can sacrifice them and just special summon Lava Golem. And it can also burn your enemy. But do notice, be careful, because you are giving your opponent a free 3000 attack beater. Just so you know. So 3 copies of this. It's used just to get rid of monsters. It's not used for fusions. Then 3 copies of the Hino Kagutsuchi. It's a level 8 fire pyro monster. It is used for the fusion summoning of the main card of the deck, which is the Blaze Phoenix, the Burning Bombardment Bird. There's a lot of B's in this in the name of this card, but it's actually a really nice card, and I even have this card in real life. Only 1 copy though. Then 3 copies of Destiny Hero Plasma. That's the other material you're gonna need for the Destiny and the Dragon. 3 copies of Card D, just in case you don't open well, and it is also used for the fusion summon of the Blaze Phoenix, the Burning Bombardment Bird, because it needs a machine monster, and this is a machine. Then 3 copies of Battle Fader. So this pretty much covers the monsters. And for spells, we have 1 dev piece. That's protection and draw power in a single package. Then 3 copies of trading. Pretty much you do not care about your monsters in the hand, and since most of your monsters are level 8s, 3 copies of trading is going to allow you an overall +6, or at least a +2 if you open with it. Then 3 copies of Destiny Draw. That is the same as trading. It just works with Destiny Hero cards. And would you look at that, you have 6 of them in your deck, right? Then 3 copies of Card of Demise. Pretty much straightforward. You've opened shit. You just try to set and summon as many cards as you can. Activate Card of Demise, draw it until you have 3 cards, and then do more shit, and then what you cannot use goes in the graveyard. And then, as I said, you do not care that it goes in the graveyard, because you'll be fusion summoning with Fusion Gate, right? So if you don't open with Fusion Gate, you have to have a way to get one of these 3 copies of Fusion Gate. So you have 3 copies of Terraforming, one of the best spell cards in the game, right? It not just gets you your field spell, but it also shuffles your deck, which is flipping amazing. Then 3 copies of Threatening Roar, that is a defensive trap card. Pretty much your opponent does not have a battle phase in their turn that you activate this. And then the second card of the combo that you need to open with in order to win. The first one is Fusion Gate, of course, and the second one is Chain Material. Now this is a very, very awesome trap card, and when you see it in action in the 5 replays that I'm going to show you, you will want to build this deck for yourselves. So pretty much what this card is, anytime you fusion summon a monster the turn you activate this trap card, you can remove from play from your side of the field, deck, hand or graveyard, from everywhere pretty much, fusion material monsters that are listed on the fusion monster card and use them as fusion material monsters. You cannot attack during the turn this card is activated. Okay, so you can't attack, but you're gonna say, but why would you use that and not be able to attack? Because you don't need to attack, because this is a burn deck, guys, and burn decks do they do effect damage, not battle damage, so you don't actually need to attack. So then, if you use this effect for a fusion summon, the summon fusion monster is destroyed during the end phase. You don't care about that, because pretty much if you get your combo, a Fusion Gate plus Chain Material, you will pretty much win this very turn. As for the extra deck goes, we're gonna neglect these guys. 3 copies of the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, which is, again, it's used for an additional 2000 life points of burn damage. Then 3 copies of the Destiny and Dragon, 2 of which we'll use to overlay and Xyz summon this guy, you know. And of course, and as well, this monster can also use its effect to target a monster on the field and destroy it and burn the the owner of that said monster for its life points. So it's also additional burn damage. And then the main card of this deck is the Blaze Phoenix, the Burning Bombardment Bird. What it does is that once per turn, during your main phase, you can inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each card on the field. And this is just fucking amazing. You pretty much will have Fusion Gate, you can set whatever, you're gonna have 1 Caro Gustav, right? Cannon Gustav Max, and you're gonna have 3 of these guys. You will have burned with a Destiny and Dragon, you will have burned with your Cannon Gustav Max, and you will just wreck your opponent. So let's just jump right into the action, right into the replays. So the first game I actually won, because this is a very RNG game, RNG deck. As I said, if you do not get the combo, you're fucked. You just can't do anything. The weakest deck in the existence of the game will beat you if you cannot get your combo on time. So the first victory that I had with this deck, this is, mind you, this is on Checkmate, on ranked, so pretty much you will expect to see a lot of strong decks, meta decks, and I have been beaten by a lot of meta decks. So I did beat a meta guy once in these replays, but the first victory I got was against a DoGGyPlays user. So that's a weak deck in today's standards, but oh man, is it awesome. See, I did not open with the trap, so I had to pretty much use trading to get plasma in the graveyard and draw 2. Unfortunately, still no field. I mean, no trap. Meanwhile, my opponent is just doing his thing. I let him hit me for 1500, so I wouldn't really care. And then I'm pissed off. I have all my fields. He destroys 1, right? But I have 2 more. Now, I still don't have my trap, but I have a way to defend myself. Got that Battle Fader still, which I'm gonna use. See, that's really nice. And I summon Lava Golem and just protect myself. So he's gonna destroy my Battle Fader. I really do not care. and then I got another card of Demise, and then I got the Trap, and another Battle Failure to protect myself. And in the meantime, my courageous Lava Golem managed to burn 2000 life points from my enemy, which is really awesome. So now, the opponent will not attack me, because I activated my Threatening Roar, and then the fun begins. I activate the trap, and then start fusion summoning like crazy. See, this is the first win I got, so I learned my lesson. So pretty much what you need to do is get 2 Destiny End Dragons, right? Activate the effect of one of them, right? Or the 2 of them, then overlay them, and then get the Phoenixes, you know. But this is one of my, you know, like the 3rd duel I had with this deck, so I was not that experienced with it. But pretty much I still won with just using the effects of 2 of my Bombardment Birds in this game. Which is really awesome. So for the second game I beat a Ancient Gear Zodiac player, which is a meta deck, tier 1 meta deck, right? Funny. So just like any other Zodiac player, he's just doing a crazy amount of Xyz summoning and recycling and fusion summoning and whatever, like a shitload of things. But in the end, all his efforts were in vain, because I'm playing a deck that, even though it's really RNG, it really worked. So he's doing a lot of crazy stuff. I couldn't even follow with what was actually happening on my screen, because to be honest, I've never played with Zodiacs, and I was reading what these things do, if they negate or whatever, but they didn't do anything to stop me. So then I got 1 Death of Peace, got my Field Spell, got my Trap, got Lava Golem on his field as well, which is nice. And first he didn't attack me, I don't know why, maybe he couldn't have. And now there's a combo, Fusion Gate with the Trap. So this is what you do. You activate, you get Destiny Dragons, you used one, you burn as much as you can. Am I gonna overlay? Oh, that was I did a bit of a miscalculation. I got out. Well, it still works, because that's more cards on the field. So you can get all of them out on the field as well. You can overlay 2, have a 3rd one, and then the Bombardment Birds. That's gonna make 1 more card on the field. So that means 300 damage more, which is fucking awesome. And you just beat a meta deck in turn 4, which is awesome. So my 3rd victory was against another burn deck, but this time it was a burn deck that used the Dark World Nurse Reticule, which is actually, again, a very fun burn deck, but it is not as explosive as the one I'm using. So pretty much he used a lot of draw power, and then just went all out. He has the gift card, which with his nurse monster on the field is gonna burn me for 3k. He also has bad reaction to Simochi and whatever, but still, I have not yet gotten my trap, so he's gonna burn me a bit now. For 6,000 was not enough to get rid of me, unfortunately. I've got my combo ready. So I was lucky that he didn't have much things to burn me with. And then there it is, the trap, the field spell. Oh, the glorious burning. And it's just crazy. He did unfortunately surrender. He's not dumb. Apparently, he knew what was gonna happen, so he just surrendered. But even if he didn't surrender, he had nothing to stop me with, and I was just gonna burn him to death. Pure Dinos. It's one of the upcoming meta to be decks. A really powerful deck, and I beat it. And I was really happy about it. Got my combo really fast. Got my trap. Got my field spell. My opponent was oblivious at what was about to happen to him. He did, however, open badly. He didn't get his own field. He didn't get any other spells or traps. Just the Miscellaneousaurus, which is a hand trap which protects his dinosaur monsters from effects and shit, but I have my combo. At the time I wasn't, you know, expecting him to have a hand trap, but I still just, you know, there's the burn 2000, and there are the bombardment birds. Set a card and just burn away. Really, really, really easy, really fast. And the fifth replay is against Psyframes, which was actually 20 minutes ago. Literally 20 minutes ago. Psyframes is one of... it's among the annoying decks, in my book, really. But I guess my opponent was running, from what I can see, it's a pure Psyframe deck. Let me just see his extra deck. Yeah, it's just a pure Psyframe synchro deck. Oh, he is just helping me. So I can use my effect, get 2500, overlay, burn for 2000, and then get Phoenixes on the field, and just... we don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn! Burn, motherfucker! And yeah, pretty much, it's a fun deck. Really, really fun deck, and really, really RNG deck to successfully pull the combo, because you need just two cards, pretty much, just two cards. It's not that hard to pull, but you have to be lucky, because you might get destroyed before you get your combo, and yeah, it's a very, very RNG deck. But when it gets there, it is absolutely funny, absolutely awesome to just burn away your opponent so badly. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, my lovely Padawans and Yu-Gi-Oh fans alike. I will see you in my next video, and until then, may the Force be with you always.